Here we are, just 30 minutes away from the government base in Kadugli. This is how they live. The little children, their mothers, hiding in a cave which is no more than a meter in depth, month after month now, for 2 years. What a way of living. It is disgraceful that civilians like this, women and children, 90% of the people you've seen here are women and children, should be bombed from the skies, missiled, their fields burnt, their homes destroyed, their food stocks completely gone, and unable to grow their crops, season after season after season. These are crimes against humanity. These are war crimes. And I don't know why the world isn't doing more about it.
ده كلام الحقيقي، ده كلام الحقيقي اللي جعل المواطنين لفرار ايضا يدوم لهم الانشدال. ده الكلام انا قلته هو كلام صحيح.
We are in Tabania, going to see a bombed area where the houses were destroyed and people killed. I hope we can talk to some survivors there. So you have seen the bombing take place? Al-Bashir, the president, the defense minister, and the governor of southern Kordofan, Ahmed Haroun, have already been indicted by the International Criminal Court for what they did in Darfur. And here they are doing exactly the same things, if not worse, here in the Nuba Mountains, and you can see that their handicraft.
He was just playing with his brother, and then he got injured.
A lot of wounds from the Antonov bombardments. The vast majority of these are civilian. These Antonov wounds tend to be very severe. Loss of limb, of course, loss of life. Very deep penetrating wounds, this type. In addition to the traumatic wounds caused by outright fighting, there's been a large increase in cases of malnutrition. For sure, a lot of the problems, certainly problems with hunger, the problems with supplies will be lessened if they allow these cross-border operations to take place. Just humanitarian aid across the border. Personally, I'm puzzled why this is not taking place. It doesn't make any sense to me. We have hungry people. We see hungry people here. Let's do the right thing and provide food to the hungry people. And don't worry about what the Khartoum government says. The Khartoum government will renege on any agreement that is made with them.
To deny life-saving humanitarian aid and medical assistance to non-combatants, wounded, which by definition are therefore non-combatant, isn't that a violation of international humanitarian law and a crime against humanity?
Yes, it is. So the international community has been complicit in the Khartoum government's program to annihilate the people here.
This thin blue line is the disputed boundary between Sudan behind me, that is the Nuba Mountains, and in front of me is the Republic of South Sudan. This thin blue line here is where the rhetoric meets reality. And I would like to invite all the people to come and visit and see for themselves what the human cost is of not only their inattention and inaction, but also their misconceived policies, which actually make the suffering worse. So the international community, the African Union, the United Nations, that has invested so much in the peace process between Sudan and South Sudan, must realize that all their efforts are in vain if they continue to neglect the people of the Nuba Mountains.
the raping for women. This is started in Sudan where the war started. Where that Sharia is talking about that. No Sharia like that.
This is Yabus in Blue Nile State in Sudan. At the New Year, as Sudan celebrated its Independence Day, and President Bashir himself celebrated in Damzin, the state capital, he sent his Antonovs to raise this neighborhood to the ground. This was an important market town. Markets happen here, there's schools, there's clinics, there's little businesses, and all that was destroyed at the turn of the New Year. A Happy New Year gift from the President of Sudan to his people.
Kan arka timu ta katene kan kusa dwa timu upi yani ki yolu pela tuma arka kudu moto arka to tiu ya pudu tas katene bidi ko osari juatan.
This is a mass grave of about a dozen people. On a clear, sunny day, February the 20th, 2012, there was a marketplace here, and the people going about their business could not hear the Antonov that came rumbling in.
أنا بفكر وترى أقوم بيتنا من أقوله أقوم بيتنا ما بيعمل لنا حاجة لكن ترى قاعد بيعمل وبدقون أي وما عندنا فرصة هنا ناس مساكين ما في حاجة في يد والله أنا ما بعرفه طبعا أنا زول مواطن وما بعرفه.
So we are in the vastness of northern Baragazal state of South Sudan. The conflict between Sudan and South Sudan has led to a highly militarized border just a few kilometers north of us. There can be no peace and stability across these two countries unless some of those border and other issues are resolved. So here we have another crater, bomb sent by Antonovs of Sudan Air Force, and you can see behind me the civilian village, which is so close, and it's a miracle that only 5 people died here. But this is one of many such bomb attacks in this neighborhood. So this is the last day of our 10-day pilgrimage through the borderlands of Sudan. We've been to the Nuba Mountains, we've been up Blue Nile State, and we have traveled to the very border of Darfur. All these areas have one thing in common. Bashir's tactics are brilliantly simple. First, he attacks his citizens, the civilians, drives them off their land. Once they have fled, then his own people, the Arab tribes, come in and claim the empty land as their own. And what the international community aid efforts is doing is actually bolstering this strategy by not allowing people to remain where they are, join hands, employing the new technologies of communication and ideas, and help to sweep the genocidal regime off the land.